Hello everybody, welcome back to another new video that's not on the release date for volume 1 of Sherry Aweber's story. In advance I'm going to apologize that I even made that video, but like, I'm sorry, I was just memeing a lot and I was like, you know what, I'm just going to make a meme about this and so on and so forth. But yeah, as you could tell from the thumbnail of that anyway, I put in brackets probably, so hopefully, you know, in the future people aren't too annoyed that I did something like that. But like, if I ever do actually have a proper video for when volume 1 will come out, I will probably actually do an update video just like this one, and there'll be no memes involved. It'll just be like, okay, it's coming out, this is the date it's coming out. But anyway, with that aside and all the memes starting to die down, I thought it'd be finally time to do another update video on Sherry Aweber's story. So, what has happened since the last update? Well, as I said there, a few memes have been uploaded, but one thing that wasn't a meme is actually the new Chibi Art for Sherry Aweber herself. This is the first time we were actually seeing Sherry, just like, you know, her full body, because before I just got the head shot commissioned for her, and now this is like a full body kind of thing. I know it's very like minimalistic detail, but it is very adorable though, and I love the image so much that I've actually like set it as my new Twitch profile, and I've also, you could probably see it in the background actually right now. I've put it into the thingy image. And I did make a few memes with it at the start. I don't know if I'm going to include that or not, but yeah. Basically look around my Twitter and you'll probably see them somewhere. But yeah, other than that, there's not really much else that's been happening, because this week in particular, basically I'm at the end of it now, like day 7 of 7 now. I've gone through like the busiest week of my life, so I do apologize, not really much happened. I didn't even really like edit much of Sherry Aweber's story during that time either. I only really just got to edit a bit more of Sherry Aweber's story today, just volume 2. But I think maybe later I might actually dabble in, you know, editing a bit more of volume 16 and maybe just having a quick glance over volume 1 or something, and maybe actually trying to order a new art piece for Sherry Aweber's story. Since we all know at this point that I'm basically not going to get the cover of the book done until I'm actually satisfied with everything else around Sherry Aweber's story done first. But yeah, as I mentioned that, I just remembered there, I want to try and break this like monthly cycle of being like, okay, here's one new thing about Sherry Aweber's story. Okay, that's it now for the month. See you next month. Even though that's probably legit what I'm going to do right now. Because it's just like, I'm making this after the 20th, just like I originally did November and December's updates as far as I believe. And yeah, if you see another update that's like past the 20th next month, then you know I haven't broken the cycle yet. But to be fair, it's just like, I'm just procrastinating a lot, and I want to like make sure if I'm doing something, I want to do it right, and I want to actually do it. I do have an idea for another new character concept for a brand new character that hasn't actually been shown yet, so it won't be a rehash of Claire, Lyla, or even Psycho-Pat, even though I feel like they might even need another refresh by now. But again, you never know, maybe we'll see during this year if I do get another like concept for them again, because getting someone to draw a character from scratch is like, it's not that hard. It's just like, sometimes the art mightn't be exactly what you think it is, and then you have to say this, this, and this. And obviously, as you could tell from all the characters, they do look slightly different in some way. Whereas hopefully, like, if I do this at one point, which will probably cost a lot now that I think about it, I'd love to be able to get, like, most of the characters together and get at least maybe, like, 2 to 3 drawn in the same style, just to see what they all would look like in similar styles, rather than just having them all separate styles. But at the same time, I love getting different styles of the characters, just to see like how much different they could be compared to, oh, I'm just going to get it from, we'll just call this like Sherry style, you know, like the first concept image from Yanti. So yeah, obviously other than getting concept for characters, I could get concepts for like the environments around in Sherry Aweber's story. I could maybe work on another new music piece, but that comes once every blue moon. Like even last year, how much did I make? I made like 3 different pieces, but like the first piece was based off of my first original song. The second one was actually a new piece, and is probably the best piece from Sherry Aweber's story so far, in my opinion. But then there's the third one, and it's like, it's okay, but I really like the rock section. I don't know why, just halfway through making that song, I was like, you know what? We have like the, you know, kind of menacing start to it, and then second half's like, yeah, let's just turn it into a rock song. It's just like, I don't know. I like rock myself and a few other genres, but rock and metal are probably up there, like really high, but it won't always suit the theme though of Sherry Aweber's story, so I'd probably try and tone down from that. If I do get back into music editing, it's just my computer is very awkward with my music program, so yeah, if I could just overcome that hurdle and just go straight into making music, then that would be absolutely lovely. But yeah, other than that, actually, I already said that I've started Volume 16. I forgot to even mention that Volume 15's first draft is actually done, and I remember it now because I just read Volume 15 and it just clicked back in my head. Basically, I was on, like, Chapter 3, and I was like, you know what? What if I just, like, wrote the rest of the story today? So on that day, I did nothing but basically write the rest of Volume 15, and it felt so good. I kind of want to do that again now with Volume 16. But again, I'll have to see like what I'm doing for the rest of today as I'm recording this, so yeah. And of course, the next piece of info is literally about how Volume 60 started, but you know that already anyway, so yeah. Right, that's actually going to be it. I might upload a few more memes depending on how things go. I don't think I'm going to make new like Sherry Aweber story like summary or like character profiles or anything like that like I did for Josephnite Flyer. I just felt like with Josephnite Flyer it felt more needed for his character, but I feel like for Sherry, just getting a chibi version of herself, sorry, it's not necessary. But again, I could change my mind. There's still like the whole year to go by. I could decide even like when I've got another like 500 more concepts that I'm like, you know what, I want to go back to that one time Sherry was a chibi and just make some like, you know, just a summary on her. Maybe another character profile. But who knows. But anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. Obviously, if you like the video, obviously like it. Comment if you want, subscribe if you want, and hit the bell if you do so desire. I can't guarantee that Volume 1 will come out this year. But what I can say is, hopefully, I'll at least be making one video of Sherry Aweber's story a month. Alright? It's just, that's the bare minimum. And it's also because, like, you know, I'm not in a rush to complete this story or anything. So don't be surprised if one day I literally just say, oh yeah, by the way, I've just finished, like, writing the whole series. Because honestly, that could even happen at this point. Like, anything is possible, you know? But yeah, again, sorry for keeping you for so long. And sorry for rambling so much as well, but it's the first time I've done this in a while, so thank you so much for watching.